Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Samantha. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really excited about this video because I have an amazing hair growth spray that I'm going to show you how to make. So this is one that I've been using for a while and I've seen amazing results, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. So this spray can help to stimulate growth. It also helps to promote the healing of damaged hair follicles and therefore can help to encourage new growth or regrowth in bald patches. It can also help prevent hair fall, and it can help to soothe dry, irritated scalp, and if used consistently, it can help to treat dandruff. So in terms of ingredients, we don't need many, we only need 3. The first ingredient is going to be cloves, which we've talked about before on this channel because we absolutely love them. I have found cloves to be so beneficial for my hair and also for my scalp. So I did a feature video and I'll put a link at the end of this video on the screen and also in the description box below so you can learn more about cloves if you're not familiar with them. But essentially, cloves have antioxidant properties. They also have antifungal properties, antibacterial properties, and also they have anti-inflammatory properties. So all of these properties help to stimulate growth by reducing inflammation in the scalp, also stimulating the scalp circulation and boosting nourishment to the hair follicles. And they can also help to repair damaged hair follicles, because once you put blood circulation in the hair follicles, that's going to help them to get the nourishment they need and also to heal. The next ingredient is another favorite of mine, which is rosemary. And again, there's a video that I talked more about rosemary. I'll put a link in the description box below and also on the screen at the end of this video. So rosemary has been shown by science to be just as effective as minoxidil, and therefore can help to stimulate growth and also regrow hair in bald patches. It has healing properties as well, so it can help to soothe the scalp and treat dandruff. And the next ingredient is hibiscus. Hibiscus is another favorite of mine. So basically I'm using 3 of my most favorite ingredients. Hibiscus has fantastic conditioning properties for the hair. It can also help to boost hair growth, and it can help to keep the scalp just healthy. And as we know, it's important to look after the scalp because healthy hair will only grow out of a healthy scalp. So another good property that hibiscus has is its ability to actually reduce hair graying. So premature hair graying, if that's something that's bothering you, hibiscus can help. So how to make it is actually pretty simple. First of all, we're going to boil the cloves and the rosemary together. So I'm only making a small batch, so I'm adding 1 tablespoon of cloves into the pot. And then I'm adding 1 tablespoon of rosemary into the pot. So since we're going to boil this, some of the water will be evaporated, and so I'm going to add 1.5 cups of water. So I do want this to be concentrated, and that's why I'm only adding a small amount of water, but you can add 2 cups of water if you want, and that will give you a different amount at the end of it. So they'll boil it for 10 minutes, and that's to activate the herbs and get all the nutrients out into the water. And this is what it looks like. So you'll see that the color of the water will have changed, and that's because of the rosemary, but also particularly because of the cloves. So once I have boiled it for 10 minutes, I take it off the hob, and then I add 1/4 cup of the hibiscus, and then you mix really well. And as you're mixing, you'll start to see the color change as well, because then that beautiful rich wine red color of the hibiscus will get into the water. So then once you've mixed it well, you just cover and allow it to cool down. It's actually better if you leave it until the next day, and that's exactly what I would recommend that you do. So you keep it covered so that all those essential oils from the rosemary remain in the pot. So I left mine until the next day, and now it is completely cooled and has infused thoroughly. So now I'm going to strain it, and you need to use something really fine to catch any small particles that may be in there. So I'm using the end of a pair of ties, but you can use a wig cap or cheesecloth, anything that's going to catch any particles. So the solids which are in there will have absorbed quite a lot of the liquid, so you actually do need to squeeze them to get as much of your liquid out. Otherwise, you're not going to have much left. So as I said, I wanted to make a solution that's really concentrated so that it's more potent and also a small batch. But if you follow these instructions, you can make more if you want, just by doubling up the proportions. So the spray is ready and it is very versatile. You can use it in different ways. The first option is to use it as a pre-poo treatment, whereby you saturate your hair before you wash your hair, cover with a plastic for 30 to 60 minutes, and then you wash and condition your hair as normal. The second option is to use it as a final rinse. So you'll have done your pre-poo if you're going to pre-poo, and then wash and condition your hair, and then as your last rinse you then use this. So obviously you need to have made a big batch if you're going to use it this way, and then if you do this, you do not rinse it out, you just leave it in, and then you use your cream, oils, butters, etc. to seal in the moisture. The third option, which is my preferred option, is to use it as a leave-in treatment in between wash days. So I spray it focusing on my scalp and then massage for 1 or 2 minutes, and then I spray a little bit onto my hair as well, because then that gives it the moisturizing and conditioning properties. And then I seal in the moisture with my oils and butters, etc. And then another option is to use it instead of water when you're making masks like amla mask, fenugreek masks, etc. You can also use it to thin down store-bought masks if you think they're too thick for you. So it's very versatile, as you can see. Storing it is pretty straightforward. So this will last in the fridge for up to 7 days. Do not keep it outside of the fridge because it'll go off. And you can always take it out about half an hour before you use it if you don't like the cold. If you make a big batch, then you just keep enough for a week in the fridge, and then you freeze the rest. And then whenever you need some, you just take what's going to be enough for a week, and then you put that in the fridge. And when you're defrosting, defrost it at room temperature. So don't boil it or put it in the microwave, because then you just destroy the nutrients, and then it's pretty pointless. So in the freezer, it'll last a month. If you prefer to keep it outside of the fridge or the freezer, then you'll need to add a preservative. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you found it useful and it's given you an idea of something to try. You know, it's nice to have options, and it's nice to switch things about now and again. Before I go, I'd like to give my subscribers a massive thank you, and just to let you know that I really appreciate your love and support, and I love you loads, I really do. I'd also like to thank everybody who comes and engages with the content. So those of you who are commenting, liking my videos, etc., I appreciate that as well. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, then please subscribe, and I'd also really appreciate it if you give the video a thumbs up, and also share the videos with your friends and families through social media, WhatsApp, etc. And if you want to be one of the first to know when I have a new video on the channel, just sign up for notifications. So until next time, my lovelies, take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and God bless. Bye for now.